Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me, and welcome to another Sound Exchange session. Got my co-host Anthony Coviello here. And at the time that we're posting this, we are a week out from the election here in the U.S. If you're in the U.S. or abroad and you follow politics,
I'm sure the rest of the world is watching this.
That's what I mean.
Even the non-political
then
people.
they know it is a complete dumpster fire of what's going on.
Great way
with
to put it.
And just with all of that craziness, question comes to mind: should politics be in music? And we've got various artists that do it in various different ways. But in general, what's your take on that?
No.
Not at
But
all.
then age might have something to do with it. I used to love
Yeah.
when Eddie used to be on stage,
Well-
mother effing whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
was...
now I don't want to hear it. Now I just want to get to the music. I just want to hear the songs. I get it. You believe in it. I just
Now here's where
because age.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care anymore. Just play the set.
When I was, 18 or 20 or whatever, I agree. It was like, F you to the
awesome.
world, right? It was like against the establishment, all that sort of stuff, right? Now I'm 48 and I'm just like, just play your music.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like, I really, really don't want it in my music. But then there's the difference where they get up on the stage and they talk about something, want to promote something or support something, and they're doing the rant in between. If it's not in the music, but it's at the shows.
I'm talking about at the shows, even
Right.
in the music. Tom Waits has a song I think called "The Road to Peace," which is marvelous. It's
Okay.
awesome. I try to take sides out of it because sometimes a
That's what
good
I don't
song
like.
is a good song.
I don't want to take sides. That's a great way to
Well,
put that.
I take the sides out of it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
saying
pull
that
it.
what they're doing by bringing the politics in is essentially making you choose sides. It's kind of like where, there was let's say Metallica, right? And Dave Mustaine, he was one member, then he's out of it. And it's like, oh, you can only like Megadeth or Metallica, right? Why does it have to be either or? Why can't it be both? And then on that note, Megadeth Dave Mustaine himself is hugely political, not only in the lyrics to this stuff, but doing rallies and stuff. I remember back in the early 90s, he was stumping and
But it was also awesome.
rock the vote. Yeah, I know. What I appreciated about it, at least, was that it was more a matter of get out and vote.
Do something.
Than it was specifically vote Republican, vote Democrat,
Yo, how you
or
doing?
anything of that
Hey, how you
nature.
been?
2 new Pat Benatar CD reissues are on the wall.
Oh, really?
They're doing her whole catalog over the next couple months. 4th shelf down, 2nd one in.
And she's not political.
No.
Right? So we like that. But you being a fan of Pearl Jam, and when that happens, does that make you like it any less or turn you off to some degree?
I'm an adult now, so I can turn it off because now it's my
Yeah.
responsibility to turn it off.
Yeah.
If you don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
don't be there. Be the change you wish to see. So,
True.
does it turn me off?
You can
know
also
what? I
distance
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
You can
The-
distance
the
yourself
first
now.
gut answer is yeah, it turns
Yeah.
me off.
Because
But and it's not a lean
Right.
thing. I don't care which way you're going. I just
right.
yes, it's important.
Yeah.
If you want to stand up and say it's important to stand up for what you believe in, it's important to get
I-
out there and vote. That's
I-
all I want to
I-
hear.
right.
The minute you give me the side you're leaning towards and start
Right.
trying to push that, that's where yes, it bothers me.
I don't, and I agree with that. And I don't like when one side bashes the other. And that's why
That's
I'm
the
holding up
worst.
the Ted Nugent part. Is I love his music. I've been a huge fan of his for a long time. Gone and seen him many times. But he is so anti-Democrat. He's a Republican, and what he spouts, it's just mean. It's awful. It's
Yeah.
divisive. And that's my big thing here.
That's
is-
just shitty as a human being.
yeah. It's fine that he has his own political views, and it's not mine. I don't mind that.
I don't like this.
It's
You all
just
set?
Yeah.
all right. So just wrapping up with Ted Nugent and all is just that I think what he does when he gets on the camera, because he's doing a lot of this on camera, posting it through YouTube, Twitter, X, interviews, whatever it is, and it's just so divisive. And my whole take on music and a lot of what you and I sort of talk about and bring these video experiences back to at the end is always, don't be a dick, and it should be inclusive. It should be bringing people together. It's not about creating divisions. Music has never been about that.
Exactly. We live in the free world. You have the right to whatever opinion you want.
Absolutely.
I also have the right to my opinion, and if it's the opposite of yours,
And the right to not
that
have
doesn't
to
mean that
listen
we
to
don't
it.
have to get
Yeah.
along.
Right, exactly. But at the same time, why can't we get along?
No,
Which
that mean we don't have to not get along.
Correct, right.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, today, without even politics aside, people just think if my opinion's different than yours,
We gotta fight it out, yeah.
And I'm not there.
No,
I'm not fighting anything out.
right,
Listen, I love fucking Madonna. I love Madonna to erotica.
right,
If you want to tell me how great the albums are after that, that's your fucking opinion.
yeah,
Mine is, it just doesn't do it for me.
right,
And if you can't accept that and you want to fight me on it, you're a fucking dick.
right. But why do people want to
Why?
fight us so much?
I
That's
don't-
what I don't
I don't
understand.
know.
When did that become a thing that if I disagree with your opinion, it's not a fact. I'm disagreeing with your opinion.
So let's talk about it.
yeah,
So Vetter said years ago, whatever happened to open, honest debate without there having to be an issue?
Yeah.
So, and another thing, flip-flopping, the like Springsteen,
Yeah.
Vetter, they become really good with their politics.
Right.
They're just saying, here's where I am, you know where I am.
Right.
That's it.
right,
Even when Eddie talks now, he says it's so important to get out and vote. And then
Right.
when he speaks, he also says it doesn't matter where you stand. We have to be together as a human entity, and we
Yeah.
know where he stands.
right, exactly.
And he's not pushing that anymore, which
That's
is
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Even though he's still kind of pushing it, but I get it.
He doesn't do
because
it
he's
as
that
bad
passionate.
as some artists, but
maybe to a point he
Yeah.
used to. But then going back to just getting along, man.
Right.
Hey,
well, it's like Taylor Swift, who recently had come out and said she's for Kamala Harris, the Democratic side. And then the Republican side got so mad at her, and then all of a sudden she lost all these fans because
how
of
you
it.
doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
And it's like, why do they suddenly not like
But
her
who's the
music?
Republican side that got mad at her? One person, a group of people, part of her. Like, who
Yeah.
the fuck knows?
I don't-
Or is it
yeah.
a
No, it
reporter
was-
out there saying, "Oh my God, the Republicans must be so pissed," and then her boss said, "No, the Republicans are pissed." But the exact word was, "Republicans must be pissed."
It could
and
have
then she
been.
didn't get to follow up. Let me go out and find out. To where the boss just said, "Fuck it," stamp an article on it. The Republicans hate Taylor Swift because she supports Kamala Harris.
Believe
So
it or
who knows?
not, no. Believe it or not, they actually did a poll.
Really?
Yeah, like a Quinnipiac, like a well-documented.
Who did this poll?
I don't have it at my fingertips, but I read the article and I read the poll.
Who
and
did the
thing-
article?
I don't know. I don't.
These
get
things
I don't-
matter
I
today
don't. I know,
because-
but I don't
and
get
the
that
only
deep
reason-
into
yeah,
it.
no,
I'm
but-
just referencing,
yes.
simply saying there was some research done into it that said where her percent of approval, people liking her, was this high, and after the poll, after she did this, it was down here.
Well, they didn't ask me, and I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Right.
I don't care where she sits or supports. Her last couple records are
But it boggles my
awesome.
mind that people could. She says something. I don't like this. I'm for this, or I'm for that, and it
and
completely
then people
changes.
just fall out.
Yes, just fall out.
But then what about the ones?
Right, the Dixie Chicks. Remember this happened with them when they complained about something with Bush at the
I
time.
don't remember what happened.
I
but
don't
I do
either.
remember, and I feel that they
It got
were just
quote-
very harsh and abrasive on it. They came out Nugent style, maybe.
Maybe
I don't
that-
remember.
Yeah, maybe that
Help me
was
with
the
anything?
big turn off. Taylor Swift. Right.
So-
but just people dropping off. We were.
Yeah, it's. But then the only reason I ask about the who, the what, the where, the when,
Yeah.
and the why of all
Yeah.
of it is because everybody's got a poll.
Yeah.
Every
You're right. They could have polled only the Christian right or something.
I could have walked
that,
next door to the deli, asked the 5 employees over
Right.
there, came back here and says, I polled.
and nobody likes her. Yeah, because of the age group and stuff.
So-
yeah, you're right. You're right. So that's not something. And with news today, I mean, that's just another thing where it's like it's no longer down the middle, giving both sides equal.
No, everybody's got
airtime. It's who has an
raise a side.
opinion. That's right. So it's like if you read this article, it's going to lean this way, and if you read this article, it's going to lean another way. You really got to read like 2-3 articles to get the true story of things these days, and that's nuts.
Be the change you want to see, right? Don't hate anybody.
Right.
Like what you like, let them like what they like. Live and let
Right.
live.
Live and let live. Absolutely.
And if somebody comes out, either side, I don't care.
Right.
Well, X said this and Y said this.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
there's no proof. It was an article
Yeah.
written on
Well, it's like
a
me talking here about Taylor Swift. I didn't have that stuff at my
somebody can
fingertips,
edit
so-
this video.
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to watch the video, not even edit it. Somebody's going to
Okay.
watch a video and go, well, Brendan hates Taylor Swift and Anthony loves her. Nobody fucking said that.
Right, exactly. But people will pull out of it what they want.
And then when you say go back and watch the whole video,
Right.
nobody does that.
And they don't
so
wanna
you
do that.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
So check your own facts. Yes, read
Absolutely.
3 or 4 articles. If it means that much to you and you want to speak on it, know
Right.
your shit. Otherwise, shut up.
Yeah.
Because
Ah.
you're just polluting the world with
Unless you have all the facts.
negativity.
Yeah.
And then we'll never have all the facts.
Oh, no, I don't. But I want to touch on the difference between politics and music and, if I can tell you, space.
Clearly political music?
No, but like Rage Against the Machine is, or, rallying behind something. Protest, sorry. So it's like the idea between something that is political versus protesting. And yeah, I know there's still politics in that, but to me, protesting a war is different than saying, I'm Republican, I'm Democrat, or I
Good
only
morning.
believe this
Hey, how are
view, or only believe another view. So it's, and you're right. So a band like Rage Against the Machine that is all politics, music is still great.
It is worldly.
It is.
It is about justice.
It's far outside of just political parties.
We know where they stand. We know what
deals
and who
with-
they support.
right.
And it doesn't matter because their idea of a political record is justice for everybody.
For everyone. Yeah, that's true. And I think that's why I can get behind this kind of stuff when I can't get behind stuff that is strictly down one party line. To me, that's the problem. It's too myopic, narrow-sighted as one thing only, whereas you point out like this, where it's worldly. They're just looking for equal rights, freedom, all that sort of stuff for anyone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's obviously a lot of different sides with this. We held up a bunch of different artists here that take different types of political views. I love every one of the artists that's in here. I don't always agree with their politics. But, for me, it's like, it's okay if it's there as long as it's not shoved down my throat. And I know there's other people that would think don't have it at all. And for me, the biggest thing is just, I'd wish it to be taken out of the live performance. Don't give me your commentary. Play your songs. If it's in your songs, okay, it's in your songs, right? But I don't really care for the commentary. That's just my aspect of it.
You know what? Fuck it. It gives me a chance to get up and go to the bathroom.
Right. So there you go, right? That is the time to go get your beer and
I
whatnot.
don't like it, but it's not, at this point in my life, it's not going to stop me from going somewhere or seeing
Right.
a show or supporting
Yep.
something that moves me because I don't give a shit where you stand. If you're an asshole to people, I'm not going to support you. But if you just have a belief system and you believe it that much that you don't shut up about it,
Right.
Kudos to you.
Right.
It's a free world. You have the right to do that.
Absolutely.
What's up, dude? Oh.
All right, guys, so we're wrapping it up there. And obviously here in the U.S., November 5th is the election, so definitely get out and vote. Whichever side suits you, do it. Just make sure you get out and vote. And for everyone else watching around the world, as I said, this is a true dumpster fire going on. No one knows what's going to happen here. So stay tuned and find out, I guess, right? All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good one. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.